Hello, and welcome to Seasoned and Smart, a production of Greater Lynn Senior Services. My name is Dave Libby, and I'm the Chief Financial Officer here at Greater Lynn Senior Services. And today we're going to be discussing the Vincent J. Lique Scholarship. As some of you know, Vince was the Executive Director here at Greater Lynn Senior Services for over 20 years. Vince touched many lives here at Greater Lynn Senior Services, as well as many lives in the communities that we serve. In honor of him, the agency decided to establish a scholarship in his name. The scholarship is meant for high school seniors who will be going off to college and pursuing a career in human services. We're very proud to have this scholarship here at Greater Lynn Senior Services, and today I'm fortunate to have Rachel Penalatori with us, who is the committee coordinator for the Vincent J. Lique Scholarship and a member of the planning department. Welcome, Rachel.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks for having me here.
Sure. Rachel, I had the pleasure of interviewing this week one of the students who was a recipient of our scholarship, and maybe you can tell us a little bit about the person that I interviewed.
Right. So we have a clip from your interview with Emily, who was one of the 2010 winners. Last year she was a senior at Swampscott High. And this fall she started her freshman year at Boston University. And she was really excited to come back and have a chat with us about her process of going through the application and her experiences with the scholarship and how that's really helped her in her freshman year.
Terrific. So I think we're ready to roll that clip. I'm here with Emily, and we're going to be discussing the Lique Scholarship. So Emily, I'd like to know how you found out about the scholarship.
I actually found out about it through school. There were tons of scholarship applications in the office, and my mom actually saw it in a newspaper as well. And I looked at it, and it seemed to fit what I liked about it. I like the community service aspect, the service over self. I've had a lot of experience with community service, and I enjoyed writing this application. This past summer I went to Madagascar for a month for a community service trip and for service over self, and it was just an amazing experience. We stayed at a school for a week, and we helped teach the kids basic English. They had some knowledge of it, but that was really an eye-opener, and just the poverty that we saw was just heartbreaking, and I just wanted to be able to help them. And it was really fun when we painted the school. We helped build things that were broken, and this scholarship that I saw in the office, it was perfect.
So it connected well with,
it connected well,
you know, what your experience has been in the past and going into the summer with this community service project, you know, in a country that is less fortunate than us. So that's terrific.
Yeah.
So applying it, you know, the reason you applied is because it fit so well.
It fit so well, and of course the financial aid.
Right.
But I generally looked for scholarships that fit my character description, and a lot of them I applied for mostly community service ones, and of course the school ones that the school offers.
Right, of course.
And this was just a great opportunity for me. I know my mom was really excited about this scholarship, and it was easy to write the application too. So
it must make it much more easier to write, you know, for scholarships that you actually have you're living what the scholarship is about.
Right. I hadn't been to Madagascar when I wrote this, but I had been to Argentina 2 years ago to do the same aspects. We were at a school again, and we actually rebuilt the school.
Wow.
And we saw all the kids who came to eat there because their families couldn't afford food, and we helped grow vegetables in the garden for them. And it was just it was the most amazing experience I've had, and I think that is what opened my eyes to the whole world, and I can't imagine taking life for granted anymore.
Sure.
Everything that we have is just it's so great compared to what others have. So
sure.
I really want to be able to help those less fortunate than myself.
Was Argentina another summer? Did you spend a summer there as well?
2008, I spent a month there. Wow. And it was really great because I'm really interested in cultures as well. And I am currently taking Spanish. I've been taking 6 years of Spanish, so it really enhanced my abilities. So I'm really interested in that.
And that experience probably, when you're filling out college applications, must have increased your rise up to the top of being accepted at
Yeah, that was their huge market thing
Sure.
to get me to go on the trip. It will look good on the application, but I wanted to go for the experience, and it was really amazing.
So was the scholarship helpful in, meeting some of the need for?
Oh yeah, everything is just so expensive. I had no idea. Even like books were expensive.
Sure.
Room and board and the meals are just so expensive.
Yeah.
And it really helped with it. That paid for my books, and it went into my my fees and
Okay.
my meal plan.
That's great.
So it really helped.
So whereabouts are you at school?
Well, I go to Boston University.
Okay.
And I live in Warren Towers as a freshman. Right now, for classes, I'm taking the required classes. I really am looking forward to next semester. I am in cultural anthropology, and I can't wait to see what that's about because I heard the teacher's awesome.
That's interesting.
I'm taking Spanish as well because I plan to at least minor in Spanish, maybe double major in it.
Okay.
And I'm taking biology because I really like science a lot, and I think it's interesting to learn about the natural world. So somehow I'd like to combine my science interest with Spanish.
Oh, that's an interesting
Yeah,
connection.
and I want to look at the cultural aspect. Maybe I'd love to travel when I grow up, maybe to South American countries because I can speak Spanish.
Sure.
So I'm really, really looking forward to that, and hopefully I'll have an opportunity to do that.
Are you continuing your community service while at school? Involvement in clubs or?
First semester, I'm in band, and it takes up a lot of time. But second semester, I'm going to definitely try to look at different opportunities because band is ending, and it's a relief. It's a big time commitment, but that's been fun, and I'm in an adventure club thing, but I haven't really done that much with that.
Okay.
So, but there are a lot of opportunities at BU to do community service things. So I know of a lot of people who are going to do it second semester, so I hope to join in with them.
So as far as the future is concerned, what are your thoughts? You've kind of mentioned on it about traveling to South America.
Yeah.
Will it be still doing the types of things that you did in Madagascar and in Argentina? I
don't know if it would be the exact same things because I did that with a program.
Okay.
And now that I'm in high school, they focus on high schoolers. And I might look at studying abroad. Okay. Maybe if I have that chance. I also have family in Chile that I would love to visit. But maybe if I go into science, I could go to a Hispanic culture and maybe learn about different aspects of their science there, maybe even diseases that they have that we might not have.
Sure.
I'm really interested in pathology, which is the study of diseases, and that might be interesting to look at the history of different diseases.
So I'm sure BU offers programs where you go abroad.
Oh yeah, BU is huge on the study abroad thing. Yeah. It's generally junior year that you study abroad. So I'm really hoping I'll be able to do that financially. I don't know, but if that's a choice, I would definitely take it.
Okay, all right. So your experience with this particular scholarship and it helping you with the fees and the books and things like that, what advice would you give other teens out there about scholarships? It sounds like you might have applied for many.
I did. The scholarships really, really help. And I would advise everybody to apply for as many scholarships as they can find. I know a bunch of schools offer a lot of scholarships, but everybody in school applies to just those.
Sure.
I know all my friends just applied to school scholarships, and I applied to outside scholarships as well, and I got a lot of scholarship money from outside and school scholarships. So the first semester I'm basically paying through scholarships.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, so even if you don't think you'll get it, there's always a chance.
Right.
You're just as good as a competitor. You're against everyone else, but everyone else is in the same boat. So I would tell them to not doubt it and to definitely go for it.
It's very competitive, though. So how do you set yourself apart from
you have to find a unique aspect about yourself. and maybe elaborate on that, and also hopefully, like I said, like I fit with this scholarship, maybe find a scholarship that fits you.
Okay.
So you have things to talk about and not just maybe make some stuff up that just to try to get the scholarship.
Sure.
So like it's personal. It's more than just like I want the money.
Sure.
So I'd say to do that, and even just look in newspapers is where I found a lot of scholarships. The schools are really good with scholarships.
So guidance counselors?
Yep, guidance
working
office.
with
They had a huge pile of
Okay.
different, I think like 60 plus scholarships that they offered.
So your advice is to apply to as many as you can.
As many as that fit you,
Fit you.
and
That's
as
the
many as
important
that you can, yeah.
Yep. So find something that is like you did.
Yeah.
The community aspect of the Lique Scholarship really stuck with you because that was what you were interested in. So,
Yeah.
So that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
So I was really lucky with the
I'm
scholarships.
going to pass that advice along to my son. So
Oh,
he
yeah.
can apply for some scholarships next semester. So.
Oh, definitely.
So I'd like to thank you for taking the time today to meet with us and tell us about your experience and you know, sharing your advice to other students, and hopefully they'll see this and they'll take your advice for, you know, going off to school and being able to pay for it. So
Yeah.
thank you
Well,
for being here
It's
today.
my pleasure, and I wish everyone luck
All right,
in the
thank you.
future. Thank you.
And we're back. And you know, Rachel, seeing that video with Emily and my interview with Emily, you know, it was a great interview, and it was really nice meeting her and knowing that she is exemplifying, you know, through her commitment to community service and some of the things that she talked about, really what the Vince Lique Scholarship is all about.
Yeah, it was really nice to get to meet one of the applicants and winners. Especially as the coordinator, I'm stuck, you know, with a lot of the paperwork all the time, and it's nice to see in person some of the things that I'm reading about and that I'm bringing to the committee.
Okay. And Emily touched about on some things that I just wanted to point out, in that she's been to some foreign countries and done some traveling, and that's something that she wants to do in the future. And pursuing the degree that she's looking to pursue, it sounds like is setting her up to do a lot of traveling, which again is what Vince did. Vince did a lot of traveling, and I think he always kept in, you know, in his mind, you know, about the community and giving to the community and going to places that maybe, you know, they weren't luxurious, you know, 5-star hotels he was going to. You know, he was really making a difference out there. So. It says a lot about who she is and again, what this scholarship is all about. So it's nice to see a recipient like that. So maybe you can talk about the scholarship process. Who is on the committee for the scholarship?
The committee is made up of several staff members from GLIS who personally knew Vince, along with our executive director, several members of GLIS's advisory council, and Vince's wife, Kathy Lique, as well.
Okay, so everybody that had a relationship with Vince, that knew him, that could actually go through and review these applications and see if they were really, again, exemplifying who Vince was.
Right.
and what GLIS is about. Are there specific qualifications of the applicants?
The applicants have to be a high school senior. They have to be ready to go to college in the fall. They do need to have a minimum GPA of 2.75 that needs to have a transcript from the guidance counselor. And we also ask them to get 2 recommendations, either from school staff or somebody that knows them personally and can speak to the type of community service and things that we would be looking for in a recipient.
So it is quite a process.